Alright, everybody. If you're viewing, I'm surprised because I haven't announced this anywhere, but welcome. Let me know in the chat if you're here, I guess. Today, I'm going to be kind of incoherently mumbling and also writing a compiler for my blog. Right now I use Jekyll, which is great, but every so often it just fails to build because of a Ruby version or a Jekyll version or a gem this or a gem that, and I haven't really touched Ruby since 2016 summer. So I don't know what's going on there anymore. I don't want to migrate off of Jekyll entirely just yet. The sort of not even really sketched out plan is to invert control a little bit. Instead of Jekyll rendering my whole site, I'm going to have a Ninja file or something like that that does dependencies, and then I'll have Jekyll render individual pages, and then I don't know, we'll go from there. This is just really 5 minutes of thinking about it, so the plan probably won't work. I'll run into all sorts of issues. Probably going to run into technical issues too because I'm streaming from inside Nested X session. So we'll see what happens. So first I'm going to check my audio in the YouTube app. I don't even know how to do that. Oh, I'm live. Here we go. Cool, audio's working. That's great. Right, so what does my website look like right now? Well, I'm in this bernsteinbear.com directory, and I run bundle exec Jekyll build. That does a thing. And that puts the results in site. That's all fine and dandy, and all this crap with make site and whatever. This is just kind of unused experiments that have accumulated over the years, and this will probably be yet another one of those completely unused, but that's okay. Also, this is definitely a very out of date thing, because I haven't used this computer in a while. Great. I noticed because index.md should have been index.html should have been index.md. Okay, so what do we have? We have, can we get, I guess the first question is, can we get Jekyll to build one file? Maybe. Sure, I'm going to post this stream on Twitter or something. Unexpectedly live. Watch me fumble my way through making some changes to my blog compiler. Great. Maybe we'll have my friend Chris join later, maybe not. He's got some side project he's working on that is completely unrelated. Right. Okay. I'm gonna remind myself how Ninja works. Okay, oh no, Jekyll. Jekyll, help. This is the kind of thing that I'm talking about. I get this error. I don't remember when to use bundler or bundle. I don't know how any of this works. Right. You have a source directory, but maybe not a source file. That's kind of a bummer. We might be dead in the water before we even start. That's a huge bummer. Oh no, I didn't think this through at all. Okay, let's just see what happens if we do Jekyll bundle exact Jekyll build index.md. Actually, let's just looks like it just actually ignored the option. Or ignored the argument. Yeah, that, yeah. Alright. If we do source, didn't like that, not a directory. Oh, frick. I forgot I also have SCSS files, so those need to be converted by Jekyll anyway, but the thing I was trying to do was file by file. Okay. Does that mean I'm going to have to completely do this by hand? I guess? Alright, let's take a look at what index.md looks like. Alright, I have front matter, markdown. I wonder why this is H1 in HTML, not markdown. This is pretty straightforward. This is one of the pages where the only thing that happens where the only thing that happens is you get some stuff included from the L. Let me split and add the you get the SEO thing, which is this stuff that gives me Open Graph metadata for Twitter or whatever. You get the CSS, which gives me these. You get an RSS link. I don't know why that's in the page layout. I feel like that should just be on the index page. I'll come back to that. And then just very simple templating. Nav bar is this thing. Footer is, ooh, that doesn't render well. What's going on here? Oh, come on. Oh, that rendered fine. Oh no. That's silly. I don't use Chrome, so this stuff does not, I don't notice. I wish someone had told me. Well, the footer is down below the fold because Alright, that does push it down, but that's not... Like, that's getting me a little bit of stuff at the top. That should probably not... I don't know how any of this stuff works. It probably shouldn't affect the bottom, right? Am I being silly? Body also has some margin. But that seems like... Oh, that's from the browser. Alright, well I guess welcome to HTML and CSS debugging with Max. Sorry. Alright, nothing. It's gotta be this. Or this. Yeah. Yeah, none of this has any styling of note. Oh, actually that's interesting. Nope, that's from the... Oh, I hate CSS so much. I don't know how any of this works. Someone who's a wizard, please join my funny little stream and enlighten me. I will be very grateful. Alright, I guess we'll come back to that later. This is not interesting. Nobody cares. I don't care. I made this funny little image. People can see the funny little image. That's fine. I mean, I used to say Microsoft front page, and I made it say GitHub pages after the acquisition. Anyway. So what was I saying? I have this website. It looks like this. It's got a header. It's got a footer. It's got some other crap. Can we recreate that easily? Probably. To do that, we need to build dependencies for this page, so anytime any of these things, the layout, the SEO, the CSS, the layout's probably the hardest part, because I have to do liquid rendering. I don't know how to do that. Do I have this liquid command? Oh my gosh. Okay. Liquid render cell. Oh, that's neat. Oh, that's old. Will it work? Okay, we'll come back to that. Oh, this is JavaScript. Don't like JavaScript. Probably waiting for input, isn't it? Okay. Alright, this seems like a one-off little project that I shouldn't have taken maybe as seriously. Right. Argument error in tag include legal template name. Is that because Jekyll does some magic and does directory preprocessing? We'll find out. Okay, so you can parse them or whatever, but you can't use them because reasons. I don't super want to write this in Ruby. Plan was just to right. Oh, I forgot I had recipes. Some recipes, mostly posts, some pages. The thing that I was trying to find out was how many different, if I wanted to do something custom per layout, but that's looking like it's going to be ugly. I guess I could just start writing something in Python and see where it takes me, but I don't really want to do that either. I want dependencies, I want them now, and I don't want to rewrite the whole blog out of Liquid just yet. What is it called? Strangler fig pattern? Yeah, okay. Horrifying, but incrementally rewrite your thing using new tech and then kill the old thing. Well, do use the word include, but if I oops. Alright, so I don't use it inconsistently. what's the worst that could happen if I did this? Let's ignore dependencies. Let's just do one thing at a time. This is gonna be horrible. All the files are small, so I can just read the whole thing at once. 12% it's a string for now. Is it read or read all? All bytes. Okay, great. I have some memory that read all returns an array of lines or a list of lines or something like that. I don't remember. Okay, so let's do regular expression matching, because that's what all smart people do. Do I remember how to do this? No. Contents is 3 dots. Place sub, G sub. What's the difference between replace and sub? Oh, replace is on stir. Re.sub, some regular expression. Okay. Regular expression. Replacement. Text. Okay. Do a raw string. I don't remember all the different regular expression syntaxes. Replace that with, oh no. We don't know what the replacement is yet. Okay, let's just gather them then. see how match groups work. Oh, just like that. What are the special characters? I don't know. Oh, these are probably special. In Vim, which is where I do most of my regular expressions, I think things are not special until you make them special, or something like that. Alright, let's look at them. So it doesn't look like percent is special. These are special. Alright, that part worked. So you don't need these to be escaped. And I'm being silly somehow. Alright, what's the contents? Oh, I don't have any... That's why. This needs to be the layout. That's silly. Alright, that's what we wanted. Great, we've got SEO, CSS, navbar, match. And we should be able to have the capture groups somehow. Dot group, great. 1 second. Getting a call. What's up, Chris? I'm pretty sure I'm on. Uh,
Is my audio going to come on the stream too, or are you talking to no one?
I think you're on speakerphone right now, so your audio will come on. Fingers crossed. Let me know if you can hear it. In like whatever the latency delay is.
This is the first episode of our podcast.
This is the first episode of the podcast. That's correct.
We had a name for it too.
It probably wasn't a good name.
Oh, the delay is 20 seconds or something. But
Yeah, that's about expected. Okay, so what am I doing? Right now I figured out that I can't incrementally replace Jekyll as easily as I thought because Jekyll won't do one file. It'll only ever do the whole project at once, which is a huge bummer. So I thought I was gonna be able to like write a script to run Jekyll file by file, but instead I have to do this manually. And as I describe this to you, it sounds like a terrible idea.
Well, why do you not want to run it per file or for every file?
It just there's no feature. Like, I open the. Do I have man pages? No. If I do bundle exec Jekyll dash dash help. Sorry, my keyboard must be deafening. Then Jekyll build dash dash help. I haven't even Googled this. It could be possible. It looks like, and I also tried running it. You have to give it only a directory, and if you give it a file, it does complain. Which is, I mean, Jekyll build one file.
Will you share your screen with me in our call so that I can see it real time? And then I can respond to you in real time?
Well, I answered you on my phone, so I can like,
Yeah.
here, we'll do this. This is going to be janky, but I'll...
I feel like last time we figured this out.
Well, last time we probably... I have no idea what we did, but I'm just pointing the camera at the screen. No, that's not what I want. Compile single file, issue number 894. Okay. Parker's cool, by the way. Used to be coworkers. It's on its way. It's on its way. Oh, man. Alright. I mean, we can see. Has this been worked on since 2013? Signs point to no.
So are you replacing Jekyll completely?
Well, I don't want to look. I don't want to do that 100%, at least immediately. Every time I try and replace Jekyll, I run into some feature that I didn't realize I was leaning on. Last time that was custom collections. Like I have my old Lisp collection, and then I also have, or maybe used to have recipes. So like this is a collection of pages that follow a different format and blah blah blah.
Sure. So basically templating?
I mean, the whole thing is templated. It's more. Let me find a way to prop up the thing so I can use my phone so I can use both hands.
You can also just like not share your video because it's a little bit blurry, anyways.
Oh, well, let's let's try this
Yeah.
for now. All right. What was your question? Sorry.
You said custom lists or something like that.
Oh,
I'm
right.
wondering if that's just templating or what's special about that Jekyll has that you couldn't build.
So in my it was permalinks. So I could build it. Like all this, I could build. Software works that way. It's great. Um, where I can say I want the permalink for a given thing that is in a recipes collection. I don't remember how I specify that at all. Oh, it's a collection if it starts with an underscore. That's what it is. So in my recipes collection, which is in underscore recipes, I want every page in that directory to be at this path. So you can sort of stack them. That's all very doable. If I were to write this in like Python or whatever, I think it's probably collections, includes layouts, and that's probably the biggest thing because it uses an external renderer already. It's crammed down. Crammed down's great. You can run that separately. You just have to compile all the relevant stuff stitched together beforehand. Probably. I actually don't know. I don't know. They might use that. I haven't looked into this. My gut is that Jekyll probably does something weird with crammed down internally, like uses it as a library to stitch a bunch of snippets together. But I think we could probably use it from the command line. Done that before. There's some more permalinking stuff, but that's easy to replicate. So I think, and like Rouge, also the highlighter for the code snippets, separate program. I can call that. It's by someone named Janine. It's great. So I think the bigger thing is just going to be putting it all together. I'm going to basically be reinventing Jekyll, and I don't want to do that all at once. That's super painful. So what I was hoping to do is just, like, if I can do bundle exec Jekyll build, oops, dash dash watch or dash dash watch and dash dash serve, and then it'll rebuild stuff whenever I touch files. But this is the thing. Okay. Oh, I see. Like it's slow, which is fine. You know, it's Ruby. I signed up for that. Um, but every so often it breaks, and it's also not very introspectable, and there's some weird stuff, and it's just like I want to be able to. I want to be very clear that I love Jekyll. It's a great product built by very smart people who have spent a lot of time on it, and they're not paid for it, so I appreciate that. But I want to have stuff sort of less coupled, less tightly coupled. So the first step
So
is going to be just.
you're pretty tied to using it. Like you're not trying to move off to use like Astro or I don't know Gatsby or something like that.
I'm not trying to migrate from Jekyll to another like fully formed static site generator. I think ideally I would render stuff page by page. Um, and then orchestrate externally. And I don't care if I have. That's too big. That probably is including the .git directory. Whatever. I have at most 2,000 files, so starting 2,000 processes is fast. Um, Even if I do one per render. Um, so I can just start it up with Ninja or whatever, and do that. I want to know what depends on what. Right now that's all handled inside Jekyll kind of opaquely, but it would be cool if I could generate like build.ninja for that. That's pretty easy to write by hand, or with the Ninja library. I don't know. I just want to have a little more control than I do. I don't want to. Every so often I run into this issue where it kind kind of looks like this. It's just a big Ruby stack trace, and it's like your bundler. I said this in the beginning of the video. Like your bundler version is wrong. Your Ruby version is wrong. Jekyll supports 2.7.0, and you have 2.7.2, and they're different enough that it's missing one method. And I'm like, I don't. That's irritating. It's not self-contained. Yeah.
Makes sense. It does feel like a lot of work to maintain static site.
Yeah. I mean, my ideal. I think ideally I would be able to have some program that I can check in with the code. Um, and it's either something that I can interpret, and the interpreter is very stable and doesn't rely on dependencies, or I can compile to some. I don't really want to have a compiled artifact checked in, but I want to have something that I can interpret that's very very stable, a single file, no external dependencies. Like Jekyll has, I don't know, 5,000 some transitive dependencies that have C extensions that it compiles no Kogiri. It's a whole thing, and it's a mess for me. So that's the complaint, and my solution is going to be start eating away at the Jekyll edges, but I don't know if that's possible. What are your thoughts?
I'm not sure how much of Jekyll you have, like how much of the templating you're relying on right now that's very Jekyll specific. But I guess I'm biased to some of these newer tools that I feel like even if they do have as many or more transitive dependencies, have enough users using them at this point. Like they're new, but they're not so new that they don't have a stable version that you can rely on.
Yeah. The other thing is just migration. Like.
Yeah, that's why I'm wondering if you have like a lot of, if you have like some YAML or some JSON config that's easily portable, that's fine.
It's kind of
But if
smeared.
you're relying on like a lot of specific templating stuff, that could be tricky.
Every file has this thing called a front matter. Where am I going? Okay. Every file has this thing called a front matter, which is these lines of YAML between dashes at the top of the file that's config, and then there's also separately one big config in config.yaml. With, some of this stuff is just like form fields.
But it's like 2 lines per file and then a bunch of HTML.
Yeah. It's not
so bad.
But I don't remember like how many things are default behavior that I need to clone somewhere. It's like implicit. I don't know. So.
And you currently run Jekyll locally and then push the build output to your site?
I have GitHub pages build it. I barely managed to get it running on what is it? Source. Oh. I barely managed to get it running on SourceHut pages to see if I could extract it elsewhere if I needed to, and I could. So I have it running on 2 separate like remote things, and then sometimes I manage to build locally. Like here I can do it, but on my laptop I can't. For silly reasons about Ruby versions and Ubuntu and everybody's going to say, you know what, you should use Nix. I don't care. I don't want to use Nix. That is too big of a hammer. That's like, oh, I need to crush some chocolate for my chocolate chip cookies. Let me use a ball peen hammer. Like, no. It's not. So,
Gotcha.
Is there a single file Jekyll alternative that I can just check in? Probably not. And then also some days I'm like, what if I just went back to WordPress, uh, but it wouldn't be static anymore, but I could just edit stuff inline. But then I wouldn't be able to use Vim. I don't know.
If you're already using GitHub Pages and you only have like 2 lines of config per page of your site, I don't know. It doesn't sound like you have a lot to port.
We're gonna find something. It'll appear. This is you can use things with make, and it's in C++. That sounds like I want to have segfaults in my static site generator. That sounds great. No, this looks messy. Okay. Yeah, you're right. So okay. What if I port it? What does that look like?
I've only used Gatsby a little bit, and I've only barely looked at Astro. So, I mean, I've also heard of like Hugo, and I don't even actually know if Hugo's a static state generator.
It is.
But yeah, it maybe Quick is also one of those ones I don't really know if it's static site or not.
Gatsby had some weird drama. I don't remember what it was, but I remember not being very impressed.
I think it's yeah. I think Dev Experience is not the best, but it's maybe the most popular. And I've heard Astro Dev Experience is actually very good, but it's newer.
Well, 2 weeks ago, what does their website look like? They're still using Bootstrap. That's fun. If it's also, the other thing is, if it's too hard for me to get started, if there's like 50, you know what? I actually don't know if I want to do Python, because Python package management scares me.
Yeah, it's horrible. Love Python, don't love Python so much.
Okay. I was going to do Python because I'm well acquainted, but maybe not. Well, actually, no. That's why I'm looking for a single file one. I don't want to do package management. I just want to check in the thing. That's why I was looking at makesite.py years ago.
The nice thing about some of this JavaScript stuff is you don't have to be a fan of JavaScript to use it. The nice thing is that like the GitHub pages that you have kind of already lends itself to using GitHub Actions, and there's already GitHub Actions stuff set up for sites like Astro, or for tools like Astro. So all you kind of need to do is like clone their starter and then create a new GitHub action for deployment that runs on merge. And then you don't have to know anything about JavaScript.
Well,
you
no,
just write your static files.
But I do want to be able to run it locally, and like right now I'm already in this. Like I might as well just not change anything at that point. I already have this situation where I can run it remotely. I just can't run it locally.
I don't think it's so bad to run pnpm dev.
What is pnpm?
I don't know. It's just fast npm.
I heard Bun has the fastest package management situation.
Yeah. I think Bun's pretty cool.
Alright, these are slowly getting smaller and smaller and smaller. The world's smallest lightweight, Python 2. Oh, no, Python. Jinja 2. This is the kind of thing that I like, because it's like one person's tiny little labor of love made in 2 hours. Brilliant. Oh, but you need to make a JSON file. No.
You're also complaining about your Ruby versions being messed up, and I'm not sure you really want to deal with someone's labor of love.
Well, so that's the thing about makesite.py. I've seen it before. I have read the code. There is, I remember like one weird thing with versions, and that is it. Everything else just ran, and I would have to customize it to fit my needs. Like be able to have a renderer that's not common mark. That's fine. I have to do includes. I have to have it support includes. It doesn't do that right now. probably have to do. So that's nice. This has already a concept of collections, blog and news. Um, I think I did even have a fork like. No, I just checked it in. All right, somewhere on some computer I have edits to this, but like I remember it not using like look at this. It uses very stable libraries, and it uses Common Mark, which I could change to Cram Down. I think it just made some weird choices with threading through some state, and that was my only complaint. I don't know. I'm not. The whole point of this stream was not to rewrite my static site generator, and here I am thinking about rewriting a static site generator.
Here you are.
What do you build your site with?
My personal site?
Yeah.
It's a Next.js app now, I think.
That sounds complicated.
I think it's running on, yeah, I think it's not a thing for you. But I also have like JavaScript and
That's true.
fancy stuff running. At one point it even had like a fast API backend.
Wow. Is that fast? Hold on. Is that fast modifying API or is that fast API one word?
Fast API is in Python. You drop it for Flask.
Still don't. Oh, it's a replacement for Flask. I had no idea. All right, thanks for explaining that. This has been a thing you did multiple times this year, so I was like, "What's this?" And you explained it in either a couple words or an hour, and now I understand machine learning. You know?
For a couple days.
Yeah, that was actually really like several months of me asking you the same question 100 different ways. Thank you for that.
So I think as you redo your whole website build system, I'm gonna try to do an Astro really quick and see how easy that is.
Okay. And then you'll be like, it's good, it's bad.
I think either way I'm gonna think it's probably better than what you're doing. I don't know.
Well, every time I try this, I just say, it's too much effort, I'm done, I've had it, I'm going back to Jekyll.
Yeah. Yeah. It works for you most of the time.
It does work, and it works well. It's just that I have to keep the environment exactly the same, otherwise, someone flinches. Should I write it in Java? That sounds fun. I actually probably got really into that.
Sounds fun too. You can do the whole thing in Rust. Pretty fun too.
Rust is still changing a lot. I'm probably going to get skewered for this opinion, but the thing, if I were going to write something in Rust, I would not want to do it as a Rust package. Well, you know what? I probably could. I could probably check in a little static site generator as a Rust package, and then build it, and then build the site. But that sounds complicated. I don't want to be one of those. Yeah, I'm not sold on that because I feel like I'll end up having a bunch of dependencies. Hey, that vaguely sounds familiar.
It's a static site generator built in Rust.
Zola? Single executable with SAS. That's nice. Wow. Wow. Okay, what is this? What is a shortcode? Okay, this looks like liquid. That's nice. It'd be funny if it just worked. I mean, it won't because I have config stuff, but...
Not too much config stuff.
Can I just cargo install it? Is that... Alright, we'll do it live. What am I looking Alright, that worked really well. Uh, installation. I don't want to do any of this. Come on. Okay. That's a lot of... Wow. What?
It's a lot of sub-modules.
There's no way I did... That's... Is that part of the thing? There's no... How does it depend... Alright, you know what? I'm not asking questions. I'm just gonna... This is the other thing that I'm worried about at Rust. It's like I include one thing, it includes Crossbeam, Meho, Kurosik, like Tokyo. And it's
Just
better...
lets you know exactly what you're getting.
Yeah, it's better than the node package management story, but I'm trying to avoid the whole dependencies thing. I want features, but no dependencies, but features. You know, it's like the dog meme.
Yeah, good luck with that.
I know. No, I'm not gonna do it. Alright. So let's learn a bit about Zola. Zola does some install it, blah blah blah, CLI usage init, which does config.toml. Okay. Okay. That's cool. It does link check for you.
I feel like that's gotta be standard now.
You think it's standard to fetch every single link in every single page? External links when you do a static site build?
Wow, external links. No. That's cool.
Internal, yeah, I believe that. But external, like I normally have to go to whatever it is, the I almost said WWE. That's not it. The W3C link checker thing. Yeah. WWE is that's wrestling, right? So
Yeah, I think so. I don't know what it stands for, but it's
Worldwide Wrestling
computers.
Entertainment. I don't know. I think our audio might be really quiet. Can you check on YouTube?
Me?
Yeah.
Yeah, I can check.
I just upped the volume a bit, so we'll see how that goes latency wise in a bit.
It's not so bad.
Alright, I bumped it. Let's not yell, and we should be good. Zola's still building. This is the other thing.
Yeah.
If I had to run this in CI, I guess I would just install the binary.
If you're running in CI, you can stand to wait a few minutes.
No, my page builds must be instant. I think even Jekyll's faster than. To be fair, I'm not building Jekyll. Like building Nokogiri takes forever, but um, I would probably just install it with apt or APK or whatever. Maybe I should just have my whole site in Docker, and just have an old Docker image from a bazillion years ago. Isn't that kind of the point?
I have to remember some Rust project that has like cache binaries per like OS.
Oh, so like it would, if I did cargo install, it would do like a cache lookup.
Yeah. Like you don't have to like you Dockerize the whole app. You just have to pull down the right precompiled binaries for that package. But I don't remember what it is.
Yeah, that's okay. We'll just wait for watch my underpowered CPU struggle. GPU is the thing on this machine, not the. Wow, it's not taking up that much. I'm looking at HTOP, not on the stream, and it's using like one core. Maybe it's linking. What is it? I can't. Oh, there we go. All right. What's the worst that could happen? Okay, what is the URL of my site? Sure. Yep. No. What is content? Okay. Alright, so it looks like it made no pages when I did solo builds. That's pretty good. It made no pages really fast, though.
9 milliseconds, not bad.
That's not bad for no pages. So, how do I get it to build pages? Oh, it's probably looking at a directory, isn't it? Alright. Oh, Zola... No, it's the roots. Alright, let's look it up. Okay. Am I missing something? Oh, it's supposed to be in the content folder. Yeah, what if I don't want that, though? I want it to be dot. Let's look at the configuration docs. Alright, that's not configurable. Alright, we'll just move stuff into... This is just a little... I'm going to copy this folder. I don't trust myself not to accidentally obliterate something. Let's move all the MDs to content. What? jeez. Oh, that's gonna be... Okay. This is one of the things that Jekyll does really nicely. I can link to a file as it exists on disk, the file name as it exists on disk, which is bread.md. But Zola's probably expecting... Oh, you know what? Maybe it's not doing anchors the same way. Oh, deep linking. Slugify.anchors. Okay, that's on. Oh, jeez. No, it doesn't like that. Chris, I'm having a bad time.
What's up?
It doesn't... the anchor in the link, blah blah blah, does not exist. I don't know why it doesn't exist. It doesn't tell me what...
Where do you link? Where you link to a local file? You said.
I'm linking internally to... I say this white wheat loaf, see the section white wheat loaf, which is white wheat white wheat loaf, like this. Oh, you know what? It's probably replaced by an underscore. Nope, didn't like that either. Alright, we'll just delete this for now. Alright, it made 10 pages in 45 milliseconds. Not bad. Contents. Let's look at the bread web. Oh wait, hold on. This is public bread.html. That's what I want. Okay. Welcome to Zola. It didn't do it. That's why it was fast. Create a page.html in the templates directory. Okay. Okay. Failed error parsing templates, failed to parse expected string. Fine. Oh, okay, we're making progress. Template SEO.md not found. Oh, because it wants to. Okay, fine. So move includes SEO to templates. Oh, I'm regretting having SEO stuff. That one's a really complicated one. it has if I have an OG image field in the front matter, it does some piping it to this liquid built in that does a default if it doesn't exist, and then it pipes it through the liquid built in, which turns it into an absolute URL with my domain. This is the kind of stuff that I mean that just like sneaks up on you. For now, I'm just gonna say delete. Also, this is a Jekyll plugin that I guess I no longer get. Probably that too. Well, let's keep that for now. Nope, cite that email, gone. Okay. Oh, jeez. No page title, gone. No RSS, gone. Alright, what is the content bit? How do I do that? Where are templates? These are functions, but what is it? What is the variable I use to put my... It's clearly not called content. Is it page.content or something? Oh, page variables. Here we go. Page.content. There we go. Footer.md not found. Okay. I have so many nested layers of includes. I shouldn't be allowed to code. Site gone. Gone. Jekyll.environment, what? Okay, always rendering. Alright, we have pages. Let's take a look. That's cool. Okay, what do you think, Chris?
I think that's a site.
Is a site. I can navigate between normal pages. It's just that it doesn't.
Got a lot of HTML in there, huh?
Yeah. Okay. The index has to be in the templates? Alright, we can do all serve. That works too. Oh, that didn't work. Okay. Alright, cool. So it looks like it doesn't do I feel like I should just rebuild it clean room. Or not clean room, but like rebuild it instead of trying to iteratively move it over. You know? Maybe I'll try that. Oh wait, I wanted syntax highlighting. Okay, what's going on? Let's do this cleverly. So let's do find dots. Find static templates themes config type F. This will build. That's cool. So this will build the site whenever any of the files change. It's one of my favorite little commands. There's probably actually just a Zola watch, isn't there? It's probably built in. It says it has everything. Doesn't show anything. All right. Oh, there's no files at all. Okay. Great. This is our new website. What do you think? Oh, it's got livereload.js. That is cute. Okay. Is this something you really want to be on long term? Is this interesting to you? I never really checked.
I'm over here in Astroland.
Oh, you're having a good time on your own?
I'm about to launch this rocket into space.
Alright, sounds good. As long as you're not bored to tears. You'd tell me.
I'm blasting off.
Great. Let's add. Alright, let's figure out what's going on. Alright, every markdown file represents a page. Oh, index is just called under index. That's silly, I should have known that. Oh, wait, 0 pages. Oh, if I make a new... That still made 0 pages. Alright, we'll do this manually. That's okay. How is it making 0 pages? Maybe I'm not allowed to have an index in there. Okay. Fine. Let's say this is my bread page. one page, and we load it and set up. Okay. Cool. There's no templates. That's really, yep, fair game. Probably have a title in there somewhere. Alright, so it doesn't like... It's not... It's rendering my HTML as HTML and not... It's not rendering my HTML, it's converting it to... confusion. Do I have to have a front matter? It is very fast. That's cool. Alright, that's not working. It's cool that you can configure indices like that. Élevage chèvre. Alright, I've given up on reading the docs. I'm gonna Google it.
My site has been launched.
Oh yeah, how do I see it? How do I see it?
I sent you a link. It has continuous deployment, so if I make a change, I push it.
Well, hold on. Just is it a long URL? Because I'm on this. It's not.
No.
All right, let me try and type it manually.
I think I would have a long URL for my custom blog.
All right. Is the world allowed to see the URL?
Yeah, why not?
All right. Static. Chris. Gregory.me/blog. Can you still see my screen?
No.
Oh. What about now?
Yeah.
Welcome to Astro. And there's something in the background. Maybe it's an A with fire. What's going on, YouTube? Ooh, it's bundled? Not bundled. Minified?
Yeah.
Wow.
Go source maps for you.
Wow, it's got inline CSS. Not inline. Inline in the page. Oh, it's got all
That's actually
these...
a good question. What if I tried to enable Tailwind in Astro?
What is Tailwind? Ooh, there's one error in the console. You're missing a favicon.
That's alright.
You should check out, what's his face? The Italian guy who made, Redis. This is my favorite website, antifavicon.com. It's what I made. It's how I made my website. Favicon years ago. and it's superb. Check it. So retro.
So retro.
Do C, G. Yes border, no border. Colors, whatever you want. Look at that. You could have this. Isn't this gorgeous?
Good.
Do I want my site included here? It looks like he hasn't included anyone's sites, so I'm gonna guess that my site is not high quality enough. That's okay. Okay, let's go back to Zola. Do you know if any... Oh, rendering markdown is... No, it's just not. No one has this issue. I'm just dumb. Alright, couldn't find front matter. Oh, it does support my... It looks like it's not... It's rendering it. It's doing stuff to it. It's using the template. It's just the HTML gets rendered a second time somehow. You know what I mean? But only some of it. Maybe it's because of that's how it does. Page.content. Maybe I have to use a different variable. Page variables. Oh, safe. That's the good content I like, hopefully. Fingers. Yeah, there we go. Nice, nice. Alright, cool. We've got it. We did it, Reddit. Title is Bake Some Bread. Loafing around. That's so fast, Chris. Wow.
Rust is pretty quick. No offense to Ruby.
I mean, it's also, the problem is, it's a really old Ruby, so I can't even, like, try out the JIT, and would the JIT help on such a short-lived process? I don't know. So, maybe. I think Ruby's doing awesome stuff with YJIT, and RJIT, and TenderJIT, and. They have, like, 15 JITs now, and they're all kind of related. Okay. So, let's port the bread page. I'll just copy it. Oh. All right, let's go back to the anchor problem. All right, this is we're gonna debug this now. How to link to anchors, Zola. I'm gonna comment this out and see what it generates, I guess. Wow, that's fast. All right, we're getting somewhere. It's kind of recognizable. It generates white dash wheat dash loaf. It said it replaced by underscores. That's a lie. It's cool that it checks it though. Okay. All right. Look at this. We have a bread page. Can it do? Let's do a little. All right. So, is there a way to do table of contents? Yeah. And I guess it's just automatic. I don't need to call it manually. Oh no, that's a manual table of contents in like in Toml or something. Oh no, it will automatically generate. Okay. Alright. Let's try that again. Wow, look at that. Table of contents. I don't get to choose where it goes. I guess I could just put this in Nope, doesn't like that. Alright, you can't do... You can't do random code stuff in a page. That's a bummer. Let's see. Alright, this is fairly minor, all things considered. It's cool if we could do a table of contents, though.
Astro does not format your imports for you, so that's the first minus.
What is that? What does it mean to format an import?
Like, it doesn't sort your imports along with your interfaces and props. Maybe there's a way to configure it, but by default the Astro extension.
Sort your interfaces.
Like, there's like a little header section to a .astro file that lets you import import stuff and declare the properties for a
Okay.
file in your static site. And it looks like while it will format your HTML for you, the Astro VS Code extension by default formats your HTML, does not format your imports, which is a little bit.
Is it a functional thing or just like an aesthetic? Is it like a functional thing or just like an aesthetic thing?
It's just nice if you have, some props and some imports that it knows that you probably want your imports first. You probably want your imports sorted, maybe alphabetically.
Oh no, footnotes. Closed as a limitation. Oh, that's a huge bummer. I don't want to do this in JavaScript. Oh, Chris, Zola doesn't do footnotes
What
the right.
happened?
It doesn't do footnotes the right way. It's just like wrong on footnotes.
What's the problem?
If you do a footnote, you're allowed to define it what the footnote should say in line, and then it should get pulled all the way to the end. But what Zola does is it just kind of says YOLO and puts it where you defined it. Like if you look at my website, machine learning, my first footnote is surprisingly far down. This is defined in line in the markdown, and it generates this whole thing where you can click and it shows you the stuff as the footnote does, and you can go back. But like in the text, it's defined in line here. Because it's easier for me to do.
That's a pretty big deal.
It is a pretty big deal. This is closed.
It's kind of a big thing that you deal with your site.
I honestly cannot tell if you're sarcastic.
No, I'm serious. A lot of your pages have footnotes, like when you write a blog post. So
Yeah.
it's a big deal.
I live and die by footnotes.
Yeah. How are you going to cite your sources? How are you going to make little quips?
a little asides.
Yeah.
I love a good aside. Let's see. It looks like they're dealing with. This is Adrian Sampson from Cornell, which is kind of fun. We talked at PLDI. Looks like he's also running into this issue. Oh, it's a huge bummer. I don't even know how to put this in my. Let's look at it. Maybe it's not. Nope, it's still open. This, as an armchair programmer, this seems like not a watertight argument or an airtight argument. This seems like you should just collect all the footnote definitions in a hash table or whatever, and then as you mark the ones that are used and render the ones that are used when you get to the bottom. That seems like a single pass thing, but maybe that's just like.
Maybe you didn't write Zola, I guess.
No, well, it's a dependency. It's pull down CMark. Alright, so what's going on here? This says, I experimented. This is Chris. Don't know how to pronounce that name. But the name looks really familiar. Oh, I read their blog post this morning on their frustration with computer science textbooks. That's why. Okay, so it says the rendering pass, you can get pretty close, but you can have a footnote reference with no definition or a definition with no reference. For example, you have a valid one and you have an orphan, and you have an invalid. That's fair. So, okay, they do talk about the hash set. See, I'm not losing it. And then set a footnote. Okay, great. So this this seems straightforward, they say. This is encouraging. The blocker is multiple block children in the footnote. I don't know what that means, but that's okay. Someone says key feature. I agree. And people are still talking about it in August of 2023 for whatever this is. Zola theme. Yeah, people are still freaking out. Okay, that's sad. Zola's dead. We spent an hour on it. I mean, okay, that's me being a little bit.
What's the integration that you said that does the footnotes?
Pull down dash C mark.
So it's an issue with that.
Oh, hold on. It adds a few features such as parsing footnote. Oh, no, sorry, that's a bit different. Okay. What's your question?
I'm curious if the issue is with Zola or with this integration, and whether there's another parser for common mark that you can use.
I mean, it seems like the Zola person says... Wait, this is a different issue. Where's my other issue? Alright, I lost it. Zola footnotes. The Zola author says... Oh no, is this the Zola author? Okay, people agree that it's a pull-down C-mark limitation. I guess. People are mentioning it in other Zola issues. This is the open task, I guess, that's being tracked. So this has been mentioned more recently. This was dropped. Oh no, it hasn't. This was config.toml. Here's an option. Leave it open for now. See if there's blah blah blah. Here's some JavaScript, which is different from the other JavaScript. Someone's modified the JavaScript. Oh, unblocked now that this got merged. Oh my gosh, this happened this year. What? Oh, they haven't released a new version? Hold on. Wait a minute. Chris, this might have just gotten fixed. Why is it acting like this, though?
3 weeks ago?
3 weeks ago. June 1st. Hold on, June 1st. And then this might be now an integration issue where Zola has to have an option to... Alright, hold on, let's take a look. So, 22 files changed. My god. Looks like they changed the default thing for footnotes, and then they have an old footnotes. Great. Footnote rewriting, incredible. Tests for it, incredible. I don't know how any of this works, but I'm happy. Okay, I don't love Boolean variables, but that's not... It's just like my opinion, man. Tests. Oh, great. Okay, so what's going on? So the example footnote rewriter integrate. Okay, great. Mentioned in an issue on Zola, edited last month. It's a PR. It's open. Wait, what's this? Oh, that's based on the example. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. It's in the config. Markdown, bottom footnotes. Oh my gosh. They have tests. Oh my gosh. What's going on? Can you clean up the commit history? Yeah, that's fair. Okay, it's happening. Don't know what this means. People are asking about features. New issue. Blah, blah, blah. Oh, so this person wrote a parallel implementation based on pull down CMark. And okay, so now they're waiting for the next release of pull down CMark to be made, which is the last release was when May, and they make releases whenever they feel like it. Do I stalk the main author and figure out? I am a very boring person. Okay, thanks, Michael. Wow, very active. When are they going to release, though? Oh, they have a project that might have. Okay. Okay. I mean, this seems unrelated. It doesn't mention footnotes at all. Alright, so basically now we wait for pull down CMark to make a release for Zola to use that version to download Zola. Ugh. It's very cool that people are finally working on it. This is hype. I haven't been this excited about random GitHub activity in a long time.
I was really stoked. I started using, what was it, Mongo for a Rust project maybe a year ago, and there was just some random dependency with like UUID wasn't supported in the latest Mongo version, and within a matter of weeks, the Rust community had added UUID like 1.0 support to Mongo. It was
just coincidentally?
Moving pretty fast.
Like the timing was, wow.
Time worked out perfectly.
That's pretty neat.
And then you add the feature flag for UUID, and it all just works.
Wow. That's pretty good. I'm glad that worked out. I'm happy for you, buddy.
Thank you.
All right, I'm ready to give up on this for now. I still don't. I'm not emotionally at the stage where I'm like just chomping at the bit to rewrite my website in Zola. But like I can see some amount of light, you know? Like I feel like
it was fast, wasn't it?
it was fast. That was extremely fast. There was no startup time. That's great. And I noticed in that pull down CMark, the common mark parser uses a bump allocator, which is a perfect allocator strategy for parsers and stuff like that, because it's just like one shot and nothing hopefully leaks.
It makes you feel better. My thing didn't work out so well either.
Your Astro thing? What happened? What is it called?
Astro?
No, your page. It's like something dot Chris Gregory dummy. Static dots.
Static. Yeah. Slash blog.
It looks what happened?
So I want to use all the tools I usually use. I really do like Tailwind. So I'd love to use Tailwind. But there's just this weird thing where Tailwind recommends installing Prettier for formatting, auto formatting. I really like the auto formatting for Tailwind because it sorts your styles for you. But the Astro formatter, it's supposed to play nice with the Prettier formatter for Tailwind, but it requires a third-party plugin. And so it's a bunch of plugin hell right now, but we're getting there.
What do I use? So the only time I've done one of these things was for Tricender, which I don't know if I've talked about. I gave a talk about this once, but I did syntax highlighting in the box, and I don't remember what I used for it. Oh, I used highlight.js, which I think I chose that because it was small and single file. Yeah. Just use this. Why use prettier? Look at this. 0 dependencies. I think that's why. I think I saw that and I said, yep.
I think we're talking about different things. I'm talking about, like, IDE.
Oh, this gives you the full editor?
I'm not trying to build an editor in my site.
I didn't build
it.
I didn't build an editor either. I used something else. I used,
Yeah, like, I'm not trying to do that in my site. I'm trying, in my IDE, for developing my site, I want my code to be formatted automatically for me.
Wait, Prettier formats your code, or Prettier provides an editor window?
It formats my code.
Oh, that's not what I thought it was.
God.
Oh. I thought it was about, I see now. This makes a lot more sense. I thought it was showing me an editor.
I'm just setting up my dev environment to be nice with Astro, and if it's not easy to develop Astro, I don't want to use it.
Yeah.
Supposedly it's pretty easy, but not there yet.
I'll believe it when I see it.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm taking a look at some of these other generators. Like this one, WG is 130 lines of Python. Looks pretty nice. It's got a lot of ifs. I don't know about that. But it is 130 lines, so I'm going to give that a... Oh, I can't start. I'm not logged in. That's okay. Cobalt. Uses Liquid. That's promising. Did you mention Cobalt? I feel like you mentioned Cobalt.
No. What's it written in?
Rust.
Cool.
I mean, it doesn't mean it's fast. It could make all sorts of decisions, but if it uses Liquid, that's really neat because Jekyll uses Liquid, and that also probably means it's slow, but it's fine. Should I try it? I don't really want to download the thing right now. It does Liquid, it does Markdown. Wow. This seems like it was written as a Jekyll alternative. Jekyll to Cobalt. Cobalt migrate Jekyll. 2018, frick. What does it do? I don't know. The crate doesn't exist anymore. That's super fun. Alright. Oh, this is the other way. Jekyll to Cobalt. Okay. Alright. So what happened? What did they do? This is also 5 years ago. This person ended up going for Zola. Someone else is going from Cobalt to Zola. Alright. I don't know, man. I don't know. I don't want to be stuck in Zola land, but at least if I'm stuck in Zola land, I can just, worst case, check in a binary or something silly. I don't know. It solves some of my problems. Solves some of my problems. I feel like the Zola people, I'm going to say should here, but should is in the eye of the beholder. I feel like the Zola people should do their own implementation of footnotes with some stable API surface. And then when pull down CMark guy does the thing, delete their implementation, use the new implementation, same public interface, and everybody can just use it immediately. Right? Did that make sense?
I'm in config hell.
Oh, sorry.
I'm in a different world. Yeah, sorry, I was not with you.
No, that's fair. That's
God. That is beautiful blog with a beautiful cover image, and
Wait, let's show it off. Tell me.
it's Strauss sites.
Like this? Strauss? Sites?
Oh, this is very... This isn't even German. What is this?
This is racist? Hold on. What is this? This is not... Hold on. We've gone Godwin's Law. How do you spell this?
I should have sent you a link. Can you click the link if I sent you?
No. Just type...
Already?
Spell it out.
STRAFFES.
FFES.
Sites.com.
Let's try again. STR.
AFF.
ES?
Yes.
Okay. And then sites?
Sites.com.
Sites spelled SITES.
Yeah.
Is there a www?
No.
Alright, send me a link. I'm confusion.
I don't know what went wrong there. I can't really see your screen, so.
Oh, there's no second S.
Oh, you are right.
I mean, there's no third S. Ooh, this person is Dutch or something. Or Belgian. I can't tell. No, Dutch. Okay.
Dutch sounds right.
I don't see a cover image.
Well, you're not on the right link, but
Oh,
you
what's...
can't click the link I sent you, so.
What is the right link?
So what I sent you. Take a look.
If I go to /blog integrate.
/en/blog, and then you can scroll down and click the third one.
I don't know how to read it.
It's the third one. It's the third one. No. Integrate.
Alright, I'll search for Alright, let's go to the English blog. Oh, that's cute.
Yeah, so it just looked good, and I went down. Let's see what we got here. Got install. Got add. Maybe I need to do that. I did that. Configure.
You have to do Astro add?
Yeah, it's cool. The FPX Astro add will just add it for you. All the configuration will get added for you.
That sounds complicated.
Yeah.
Have you heard of this Grug Brain thing?
No.
Okay, Grug Brain Dev. Okay, grugbrain.dev. This collection of thoughts on software development gathered by Grug Brain Developer. Grug Brain Developer not so smart, but Grug Brain Developer programmed many long year and learned some things, although mostly still confused. Grug Brain Developer try-collect learns into small, easily digestible and funny page, not only for you, the young Grug, but also for him, because as Grug Brain Developer get older, he forget important things, like what had for breakfast or if put pants on. Big brain developers are many, and some not expected to like this, make sour face, think they are big brain developers, many, many more, and more even, definitely, probably many not like this, many sour face, such as internet. So I like this page a lot because it's like complexity bad, say no, say okay, blah blah blah
Scroll
blah
down, or do a Control F for the visitor pattern.
blah. That's funny. We just did design patterns in the class I'm TAing, and people, I think visitor they mostly got, and I think the one they had the most trouble with was factory pattern and state pattern. But oh, that's fun. They have this is great. They have stuff on parsing. Parsing fun. Just kidding. It's not, except for Bob Nystrom. This is true. Bob, great job. I like how Bob also shows up in random Reddit comment threads where people are asking questions about his book, and he's like, "Yep, here's how you fix that." It's very cool. Ooh, fads. Yeah, this is good. I like this page a lot. And I was talking about this because I don't feel smart enough to use any of these tools like Astro. I don't know how to deal with them.
There's a lot of complexity that's semi-hidden.
The other thing is, if I were to use a Java static site generator, like I mentioned earlier, I would not want to use a Java package manager like Maven or Gradle or whatever. So I would just want a single file thing or like a bundled thing. So yeah, these are all out. Very sad. MyPy site made in 2 hours, 90 lines of code.
Still not working.
One of these static site generators for OCaml, their blog post example is title, when I was nearly 13, and the body is, my brother Jem got his arm badly broke. Oh, this is from To Kill a Mockingbird. I take this back. That's more normal. I thought it was like a life story. My brother broke his arm. Ah, still not over it. My brother broke his arm, and the orthodontist made a funny but weird joke that I will not repeat on this stream, but I'll tell you about later.
Sounds good.
Are you watching a video about how to use Astro?
Oh no.
Alright.
I'm just gonna go through more blogs until it works.
Yeah, are you building other people's blogs in preparation or something?
Yeah, yeah. It's not worth it, is it?
I mean, if you really are like, just... No, it's not. It's really not. None of this is worth it. We're doing this for fun and you know, education and whatever, I guess, but...
I'm just not actually a big fan in general of static site builders. Like,
Oh?
if I can build something, a full React app, I don't really mind that. I don't ever need to deploy something somewhere that's so simple.
Well, I'm not sure I follow.
Like, I don't mind building a full React app most of the time. I'm gonna have to build it just like I would a static site app.
Well, React is sort of beside the point, isn't it?
It is. I would rather use like a full framework. I could use Next or Feet or something else.
Feet?
You know, Feet. Ever use Feet?
Feet?
V-I-T.
Oh, V-I-T. Oh, I thought that was Vite. Is that pronounced Vite?
I think it's like French for fast, maybe.
Wow. French, quickly. Oh, nice. Yeah, someone in my headphones just said, vite, vite.
Yeah, so like, I think if I wanted to build a site, like most of the time I'm not going to use a static site generator. I'm sure there's lots of value to it, but
The value
you don't
for
want the same
me
power
is
like
that
Next.js.
my site gets so much traffic that servers just can't handle rendering the pages dynamically, you know? Yeah.
Okay, for you, maybe Zola's the move. When Zola has all of the right markdown that you want.
Maybe. We'll see. Maybe we'll revisit this in 2 weeks or winter break or whatever.
It worked!
It worked? Did you push it?
Yay! What did I change? I literally just upgraded VS Code and then press save.
I'm gonna turn video off and plug in my phone because this video
It
call with
works.
you just murdered my battery, and it's now about to die. So
That's good.
you'll still be with me on speaker, but plugged in. Okay. Say something?
Yep.
Okay. You didn't push it.
I have not pushed it, no.
I've just realized I could have copied the URLs from my... Did I tell you how I'm doing this OBS setup? It's a little silly. Oops.
It's not building.
Oh no, I can't copy.
Ooh, it's slow though. Why is it slow? There you go.
Building or loading is slow.
I think it's fine. I don't know what's going on. My computer. Now it's fast. No, it's lightning fast.
What kind of computer do you have these days?
MacBook Air 2023.
So that's the super fancy kind?
M2.
Wow.
Yeah. It's unbelievable.
I
Writing code is night and day.
I believe it or not. Wait, what do you mean it's night and day? What was so slow about...
I didn't realize how slow it was because this was a 2014 that I had before, 2014 MacBook Pro. And just saving a file would take a few seconds. And you don't realize how that adds up.
Hold on, hold.
You kind of forget what you're doing.
I almost don't believe you. What are you saving a file in that takes multiple seconds?
It was a slow computer.
But it hasn't taken multiple seconds since like the 80s.
Okay, not multiple seconds, but maybe a second, you know? It was
No.
slow.
No, but that should be like 100 milliseconds in a really bad situation.
I didn't download enough RAM, I don't know what to tell you.
What was your setup? Were you using Atom still?
VS Code.
What? Mine saves instantly. Are you editing files that are 50 million lines long?
I don't know why it slowed down, but by the end of its life, everything I did, opening browser tabs, like saving files, opening files, just everything was crazy slow.
I wonder if you had... I don't know.
I guess I was just mining Bitcoin.
Someone else was getting some nice dollars. Wait, push the site. I want to see the site.
Well, I haven't actually added any content to it. I added a new font.
All right, show me the font.
You want to see what I've done before you?
We need content for the live stream. Right now it's just saying welcome to Astro. That's super boring.
Yeah.
All of our 4 total views over the course of the... How many
No,
hours?
that's actually pretty good.
No, I mean, I think that's one person opening and closing it, opening and closing it.
I opened and closed it 3 times, so
Oh, that's
you.
you.
Had one
Thanks.
other viewer.
Thanks. Yeah, I'm looking at Mastodon. Nobody liked my thing, which is expected. I mean, it's not like I'm famous.
You're not that famous. You're famous, but...
I'm not famous. I just talk too much on the internet.
Okay, you should be pushed now. Nope, not pushed yet. Don't listen to me.
Tell me as soon as you hit push so we can measure the latency between when you push and when it's visible. What is hosting this, by the way?
But this... Oh, now... Oh, don't look at it. The CSS broke.
Wait, I really like that. That's good. This is... Chris, I like your new aesthetic.
I know, this looks like your site. Okay, so that's super weird, right? It pushed, but it didn't get the font. I guess the font
Failed
might
to
be
load
dead.
resource. Index.css.
No, it's a dependency. CSS. CSS is not loaded. Tailwinds there. This is a fun little problem.
Oh my god, a bug hunt.
Yeah. Okay, we're going to GitHub. We're going to see if there's any error logs in deployment.
I'm telling you, it failed to find error. Oh, sorry, in the actions. Oh, is this open source too?
Yeah. For now, I'm gonna delete it.
Gregory B. Chris.
Okay, so no errors. /blog.
New font. Build.
New font, who does? Okay, so that's there.
That was pretty fast. This is a pretty fast pipeline. I mean, it is a small site, so okay. Well, okay, let me walk this back. 14 seconds for installing NPM, building, and uploading is pretty good.
But expect to get slower as I add more dependencies.
Yeah, and it doesn't make any sense to... Well, let's see, what did you change? New font. You made a lot of change. Most of these are PNPM log. So what are the odds you have a syntax error?
Zero. I don't do that.
One of my favorite things to do, which is super irritating, is whenever someone has an issue with their code, I'm like, have you considered not writing bugs? People love that.
Another weird thing is that when I run it in dev mode, it works.
That's because
so
you
maybe I'll try building it.
Tailwind CSS as only a dev dependency.
I have.
And prettier too. Oh, maybe
no.
you said prettier is the format. Oh, in that case, I don't know.
All the dev dependencies are prettier. Tailwind is a dependency. Hasher.js is also a full dependency.
Alright, so you didn't change anything in package.json that matters. The only things you really changed were layout.astro, which it has its own file format, that's wild. VS Code settings, which don't matter. And prettier RC, which doesn't matter. So the only thing it could be is, what is M5?
I don't know, what's that? Where do you see that?
Your changes to index.astro. Because it looks like the changes in layout.astro just separate stuff out by line. That's the only change. So I would hazard a guess that M-5 in index.astro did something weird.
M-5 is a Tailwind, I don't know what you call it, a Tailwind style.
Well, what if you undo it?
I think that's probably okay.
Because, I mean, I'm looking at the commit list, and
Yeah.
that's the only...
Well, are you looking at all the commits since last deploy?
I don't know when you last deployed. Was it...
Oh, I think there might be... I think there's 2 commits since
Oh,
last
Tailwind
deploy.
and font. I see. Oh, jeez.
Yeah, Yeah, unfortunately. Lots of changes.
Oh my gosh, Chris. You deleted the favicon, that's why I can't find it. Silly.
Yeah, I decided I don't like those anymore.
Oh. Like, period?
In my blog, I'm going to have a page called Favicon, and it's going to have a single word under the title, and it's going to be bad.
Favicon, bad. Alright. Let's see.
Call back.
You changed indentation only. You did delete the some CSS.
Yeah, I deleted all the CSS.
Not all of
Oh,
it.
what? No. Should be all gone.
No, you added roots and HTML.
Where are you? Oh, right. Under layout, there's still some. Yeah. True. You're right.
This looks so complicated, dude. How does anyone write anything these days? if I
With
started a
Word.
job and someone was like, "All right, you need to edit the Tailwind Astro site," I think I would quit actually. Like my last job
Oh,
was
that sounds different.
complicated, like objectively complicated. I was working on a compiler, but at least the tools I had to work with were like Vim and CMake and Ninja. CMake is complicated. I hated every day I worked with CMake, but uh, otherwise, you know, just banging rocks together and hoping for the best.
Oh, this looks promising.
Do you need to say something about CSS in your paper.astro?
Is that what you're finding?
No, no, I don't know. I'm speculating. I don't know what the hell is going on.
My newest speculation is that I need to do a Tailwind config. No, I have that. I don't want that.
Tailwind config MJS. Yeah.
Add TSX as a type to the content property. I have that.
Okay. We can continue on the phone, but I think I'm going to cut off the stream here because we have so. So thank you to all of my fans.
Thanks, YouTube. It's been fun.
Shout out to YouTube. Go follow. What's your Twitter?
I don't have Twitter.
Do you have an RSS
Go
feed?
go follow me at chrisgregory.me.
ChrisGregory.me. That's ChrisGregory.me. He's got two first names, and he's got some cool stuff on his website. So take a look. Thank you all for following. Come back next time for something notably more interesting. Bye.